Let's see. This is from Benny Johnson, Disney models. Biggest star commits her suicide. Here we go.
What do you think you're doing?
Huh?
Excuse me?
Stand right there. You look like you're sweating.
Well, it's hot.
Or you've been running.
Why would I be running?
Because you're a part of it.
Yeah,
Pier 9, Pier 9. Runners heading south.
I'm a tourist.
Tourists don't run. Droid assistance, please.
Wait, what is he?
He said hang,
Misunderstand.
hang,
No, he means what?
hang.
Tell him you mean what?
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Hey, look, I've seen this one before. It's a rerun. What's a rerun? Well, it's this. When a privileged, spoiled, girl-bossed Hollywood narcissist, black hole suffering sycophant for the Democrat Party, who's obviously being paid to shill, decides to tank the hundreds of millions of dollars of Disney IP that they're a part of because they can't keep their stupid yapper shut. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a Rachel Ziegler.
For Kamala Harris. And it's actually non-negotiable. Our rights are on the line, folks. Our reproductive rights. Come on. Go vote blue. And if you disagree with this sentiment, just hit the unfollow button. I don't need your business. Thanks.
Oh, that's interesting because Disney does need your business, and because that's the country that Rachel Ziegler needed to buy Snow White tickets from, things worked out a little tough for Rachel Ziegler at the old box office as Disney had to eat hundreds of millions of dollars in losses, partially because Rachel Ziegler is a unrecognizable tramp. I mean, maybe she's homeless now. Maybe is she homeless? Has anybody done any research on this? Is she living at the park with her dog? Rachel Ziegler's Snow White, a 1.7 out of 10 on IMDb, 39% on Rotten Tomatoes. Just absolutely brutalized. Now, part of this is because Snow White was just garbage. I mean, the movie itself was just woke trash. It was completely and totally humiliating. But the other part of it is that Rachel Ziegler told the paying customer that she didn't need their money. She would rather virtue signal on social media than to have a successful movie. That's not a good model for movie stars to follow. But Disney stars are just so prone to these things. Now, Pedro Pascal is the new Rachel Ziegler or the old Rachel Ziegler. I don't know. But why can't they just keep their mouths shut? I'm not sure. Pedro Pascal, who is cast in absolutely everything, please get more creative, Hollywood. Chilean actor Pedro Pascal urged Hollywood to F the people that try and make you scared on Saturday, while admitting that it was scary to speak out against Donald Trump. It's amazing. This kind of stuff. Tom Cruise was asked about Donald Trump. He's got Mission Impossible coming out this weekend. And he's like, we're actually here to just talk about the movie. Thank you very much. That's how a real movie star acts. This is not how a real movie star acts. This is Pedro Pascal whinging and whining about how scared he is. I'm an immigrant. My parents are refugees from Chile. We fled dictatorship, and I was privileged enough to grow up in the U.S. after asylum in Denmark. I stand by those protections, says the 50-year-old in a news conference. It's interesting. I'm not sure Pedro Pascal wants us to really go too far back into the story about why his family fled Chile, but let's go a look. This dude is a grandnephew or third cousin or whatever of the Chilean communist Salvador Allende. His Marxist parents fled Chile and came to the United States in the 70s seeking asylum from Pinochet, who was installed by the United States government in an anti-communist move, who wanted to kill them for committing political atrocities on non-leftist Chileans. Oh, I'm the innocent victim. Maybe we should have an honest conversation about who Pedro Pascal is, where he came from, and why he's so ready to call other people Nazis. Boy, always hilarious when Latin American autocrat types with near 100% European descent LARP as refugees minorities to virtue signal points in American media. Pedro Pascal's ancestors owned enough slaves to make Jefferson blush. But Pedro's the victim. Just
I want
listen
people
to him.
to be safe and to be protected, and I want very much to live on the right side of history. And I'm an immigrant. My parents are refugees from Chile. I myself was a refugee. We fled a dictatorship, and I was privileged enough to grow up in the U.S. and after asylum in Denmark. And if it weren't for that, I don't know what would have happened to us. And so I stand by those protections always.
Maybe shut the F up. The world of Pedro Pascal would just shut the F up. I have Pedro Pascal fatigue. Please stop casting Pedro Pascal in everything. We don't need to hear more of it. Pedro Pascal called MAGA Nazis. He compared Donald Trump's movement to the Nazi movement, yet he keeps getting all of the movie roles. It really makes you wonder. And you wonder why Hollywood can't sell tickets to a country where Trump wins in a landslide. They keep shoving this a-hole in everything. If you think that Pinochet went too far, just remember that his enemies gave us Pedro Pascal. Quick break from this video to remind you that Hollywood is trash. Here's Pedro Pascal licking a rainbow glow stick. This is what passes for a Hollywood hero, a leading man. Here's your Mandalorian or your Avenger. Got it? Yeah. This is what Hollywood's trying to push on us. These aren't real heroes. This is open degeneracy. And we should stand against it. We shouldn't be giving these people our money. Instead, this weekend, on May 23rd, The Last Rodeo opens in theaters. Last Rodeo, brought to you by our friends at Angel Studio, stars Neil McDonough, Hollywood legend, as an aging cowboy in a battle for his family, redemption, faith, and courage. The trailer gave me chills. Here's a little sneak peek.
I'm grandfathered in, right?
Well, you right about that granddad part. Oh, his grandson's sick, and he's got to earn money. That's why he's here. You gotta focus, Joe.
In my seat, I only ask once. That went well.
Yeah, very. Be patient with her. She loves you fiercely.
And Joe Wainwright, keep up.
I'm fine.
Of course you are.
That's a genuine, true legend right there.
Here we go!
Come on, Joe, get it! Get it! Get it!
The Last Rodeo is in theaters this Memorial Day weekend. Angel Studios is on a tear to take back culture and to prove that uplifting movies about light and about good, and not about, well, this, whatever the hell this is, that this is what American culture is all about. Go see The Last Rodeo. Okay, now back to the video. Do people not understand the difference between legal and illegal immigration? Pedro Pascal has a lot of money. Well, let's go ahead and check, shall we? Pedro Pascal net worth, just the AI takeaway as of April 2025, his net worth is estimated to be around $10 million. That seems wildly low. He's gotten hundreds of thousands of dollars and million-dollar high-profile roles. I have a feeling it's much, much higher than that. But okay, that's fine. An 8-figure net worth. 8 figures is a lot of money. Pedro Pascal is moaning and whinging and bitching about criminal aliens. Has he ever offered to sponsor one? Has he ever offered to have a criminal alien camp set up in his Hollywood mansion? Can he do that? Pedro, please. Could you just let, like, a couple hundred criminal aliens set up tents in your yard? It's no doubt big enough. Pedro Pascal is mediocre to average at best. Why the hell is he getting so much work? It really does make you wonder. Oh, wait, he started getting all this work when he decided to call Trump supporters Nazis. Remember? This guy isn't even a decent actor. Why is he cast in every movie? He's just what Hollywood wants. A cucked out dude that allows himself to be walked over in any movie he does. People saying he needs to be deported. Uh-oh. Can Trump deport Pedro Pascal to an El Salvadorian prison? Whoa, Pedro Pascal is talking about Democrats who've been calling Trump literally Hitler for 10 years. Pedro Pascal called President Trump supporters Nazis. And it's Gina Carano who gets fired. She's actually suing Disney over this and winning. 75% of the first, second generation immigrants are totally incapable of thinking logically or in the interest of America. I was a legal refugee, so we should flood the system and ruin it forever. Not even ethnically specific. My Russian mutual is a whiny bitch. And Indian one is not. I'm an immigrant. His parents are literally communist aristocrats. He was always safe because his family immigrated to the U.S. in a legal way, and they weren't so-called poor refugees. His privileged family was of the Castilian Basque aristocracy, whose parents were a child psychologist and fertility doctor. Okay, well, that doesn't seem poor to me. Narcissus afflicts the left. The right side of history stuff tells me that you're more concerned with how other people perceive you in Hollywood rather than doing any good. Fantastic Four will be an epic failure. It's guaranteed. Well, now I'm absolutely rooting for this epic failure to be an epic failure. Please let it bomb. I mean, that would really spell the end for Marvel, wouldn't it? It's like all of their hopes rest on this. Fantastic Four fans moan about woke trailer. A-list actress makes appearance as Silver Surfer. They know how to cast a woman Silver. It's amazing. They know how to make this a woman. They may have to make a woman Silver Surfer, but if you ask them what a woman is, they wouldn't be able to tell you. But we can design one. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Fans outraged over this, but I guess we'll see. We'll have to see. I got to tell you, I'm so sick of the double standard. We're massive fans of Gina Carano. Obviously, she's suing Disney. It's repulsive that people that called MAGA Nazis that are as woke as they possibly... You cannot get more woke than Pedro Pascal. And he gets every movie role as a reward. Stop giving Hollywood your money altogether. It seems like, it seems like that won't be a problem. When can we get Pedro Pascal cast as Snow White? That's the one we're waiting for. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe to see Pedro Pascal in those movies.
Alright guys, go follow Benny Johnson. He has some good